To Sterling, Kansas, on the campus of Sterling College, the Gleason Center, wherever the finals of the Sterling Midseason Classic. The Lions are here in the finals for the to defend their repeat championship that they've had the last 2 years, and a championship they've won 3 out of the last 4. But several minutes before we get playing, I thought I'd give you a little rundown, a perspective on how things are going for some of the players in the Lions and the team itself in comparison to give you some historical perspective, give you maybe an appreciation for what's happening with this team. Starting off with a couple of individual players. Last night against the Lions, high school Lions, Ryan Wheel scored 32 points, his second highest in his career at MHS. And in doing so, he moved up in several areas in the MHS scoring records. In doing so, he moved into the 7th place tie with his brother Drew on a list of scorers who have scored 20 or more points a game in a number of games that they've done so. He has scored 20 points or more in 20 games for the MHS Lions. Leading this list is Dick Schur, class of 61, with 39 games. As I mentioned earlier, his second highest scoring, only to be exceeded by the 42 points that he poured in against Ellsworth back on December 17th. Also, moved Ryan into the 5th place on the MHS all-time leading career scorers with 1,039 points, passing up his dad, Mike Weedle, and Jake Laws. He needs 108 more to move past Matt Harris into 4th place. Dick Schur leads this list also with 1,492 points. Ryan is leading the Lions with 229 points this year with a 20.8 points scoring average. Brandon Crum is our second leading scorer with 146 points, averaging 13.3. The MHS Lions are currently on an 11-game winning streak. This ties them with the fifth team in MHS history that's had at least 11 games in a row for winning. And as I mentioned earlier, they're attempting to win their 3rd straight SIT crown, which is preceded only by a 3rd-place finish and 3 first-place finishes over 4 years. The only team that has won 3 SIT crowns in a row is Mound Ridge from 91 through 93, and they are also, in that time period, 2A state champs from 1990 through 93. Minneapolis has 9 regular season games left this year before postseason play starts, and Sub-State will be at Gypsum this year at Southeast Saline. This year we have won games by an average of 21.7 points over our opponents. We have, let me read my notes here. We're holding our opponents to an average of 48 points and leading by 21.7. The best team, the only team to do any better than this in past history was the 58-59 squad that took 2nd place at state with several good players. And Coach Shoemaker, they limited theirs in the overall season to 47.2 points. Tonight's opponent, the Little River Redskins, in the championship game. To win the series, the Lions have a 2-2 record against Little River. MHS has beaten this Class 1A school by 2 points at the very most. Beat them my junior year in high school and then last year. 3 years ago, they beat us in the semifinals by a last-second shot by 2 points. Quite frankly, it's a team that makes me nervous. Also, we have never scored more than 60 points against Little River, while we are currently averaging 70 points or more. over the past decade of 2000 2005 as a team. So we need to see if we can free up the scoring tonight and get a little more confidence against this Little River Redskin team. Hopefully our pressing defense will lead the way, as I think they're a little slower than we are, slow of foot. Our defense, as I mentioned, is leading the way. Our pressing defense, a per-game winning average for MHS since Kevin Williams started taking teams to state for MHS in 2001. In 2001, we were winning by 9.6. In 102, we were winning by 11.1. 2002-03, we were winning by 15.3. Last year in 03-04, we were winning by 18.8. So far this year, we're winning by 21.7 margin clip. Previous to the Lions game, we won 3 games by 40 points or more against Sterling, Russell, and who was the other one? Clay Center. That 44-point win against Sterling was the largest win point margin for Minneapolis since July 23rd, 1979, against Royal Valley, where it was won by 43 points. And the only other, we'll get ready for the game here. Hope you've enjoyed some facts. If not, sorry I bored you to death. Now for our starting lineups.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, your starting lineups. First for Little River, number 3, a 6-foot senior, Matt Stevenson.
This is their big gun, Matt Stevenson. He plays a lot and he produces a lot. Small and stocky, but an effective player. I think Little River has half their town here tonight. They got a big crowd and they're loud. They'll be urging their team on. Minneapolis has a good-sized crowd. They'll only get noisy if we're pressed, I'm sure. Drew Crossan will tip off against Trevor Veers, number 44, the 6'4" junior. No, I take that back. Number 3, Mark Stevenson, 6 foot junior, senior. Minneapolis controls. Out to Weedle. Mortimer picks it up. Looking a little rough to start here. Crum. Little River opens up in a man-to-man. Into Drew Crossan. He pitches it to Resnick. Gets away. Minneapolis the last to touch it. Having a little trouble hanging on the ball in that first possession. Again, Little River is a 1A squad. Little River Wyndham, Consolidated School District. Three-point attempt is off. Drew Crossan with the rebound. Down to Crum. Tried to get it down to Mortimer and kicked out of bounds by Stevenson. Drew Crossan at the free throw line. He drives on Veers. He's tripped. And we'll draw the first foul of the game. Overall, we should outquick this team. Crum for 3 from the side. It's out. Resnick with the rebound. Back up. It's in. 2-0 MHS. And the Lions full court press is on. They about make a basket for us. Crum picks it off. Down to Mortimer. He takes a 10-footer from the side. It's over. Rebound Cordell for Little River. Stevenson drives on Mortimer. Stevenson drives on Weedle, shoots it over to their center. He gets the back, puts it up, it's in. Weedle drives down the Mortimer. Drew Crossan. Crum on the side. He drives, puts up a free throw line shot. It's off. Stevenson with the rebound for Little River. Three-pointer is off. Weedle with the rebound. Weedle drives. Kisses it off the glass. That's out. The Lions are about 1 for 5 on shots so far this evening. Stevenson with the rebound for Little River. Stevenson drives, gets past Mortimer, kicks it to Veers. He puts it up. It's off the glass. Wheeler with the rebound. He's tripped. Keeps his composure. Keeps dribbling the ball. Mortimer drives back underneath. It's up and in. 4-2 Lions. Resnick scored all 4. Veers is open. They pull back. Give it to Cordell. Shaw with the ball. Out to Stevenson. Back to Stevenson. Cordell with the ball on the side. Over to Stevenson on the side. He shoots a 3 over Weedle. It's off. Crum with the rebound. He's tripped. Keeps his composure. He drives the lane. Layup. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. We need Brandon to get some confidence in his shooting. Also Ryan Mortimer. They both have been struggling there this tournament. Comes Ken Lomberger to Cameron Knox and Mr. Brown. Leaving Crum and Drew Crossan on the floor. Second one's out. Knox with the rebound. Kicks it over to Brown. Nick takes the three. It's off. Crum had the rebound. Out to Shaw for Little River. It's a 5-2 lead, Minneapolis. Stevenson being guarded by Crum. Over to Cordell. He drives Knox. Throws it away. Trying to get it to Conan. A 5'8" sophomore on the side. Crossing into Lomberger. Lomberger drives, kicks it over to Crum on the side. He takes a three. It's through. 7-2, Minneapolis. That's what we need. Shaw drives, turnaround jumper. It's off. Knox with the rebound. Fouled from behind by Joe Cordell, the younger brother of the little guy, Kip Cordell. Third team foul on the Redskins. The Lions have none. Ryan Weedle set to come in the game. Nick Brown in the Knox. It was tipped. Knox gets it anyway. Over to Crossan. Turnout jumper is good. 10-2 Lions. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Stevenson drives on Lomberger. Underneath. Crum picks it off. Stevenson rescues the ball. He drives. Blocked by Knox. No foul. Out of bounds on Little River. Great play by Cameron Knox. Ryan Wheeler replaces Brandon Crum. Atkins comes in for Brown. Wheeler with the ball over to Knox, to Atkins. Wheeler cuts. The Lomberger on the front. His three-pointer is up and out. Stevenson with the rebound. Or no. That was Shaw. Stevenson with the ball now. Shaw to Stevenson. Stevenson drives on Lomberger. Into Shaw. They're trying to get it into Cordell. Across the smaller Cordell, and we'll have a holding foul on Knox inside. Holding Joe Cordell, number 42. Tyler Crossan and Ryan Mortimer come in, replacing Drew Crossan and Ken Lomberger. Out to Stevenson. Shaw from the side, three-pointer, and he was fouled, but no call, thank goodness. 10-5, Minneapolis. Atkins inside to Knox, turnaround jumper is good. Well, you need Knox to produce too. He was pretty absent last night. Stevenson drives, puts it to Shaw, to Conan, to Kip Cordell, his brother, down the side. He attempts to drive on Knox. Turns around and count it. He got Knox's weight going one way, came back the other. Count the bucket. Resnick comes in for Knox. 1:50 to go. The Lions lead 12-7. He makes it. It's 12-8. 4-point lead now for the Lions. Down to Ryan Weedle. In the Resnick. Turnaround jumper is out. Shaw with the rebound for the Redskins. Stevenson drives on Mortimer. Mortimer kicks it away. Picked up by Shaw. Or Conan, I mean. Back to Stevenson. Out to Shaw. Kip Cordell on the side to Stevenson. Puts it into Joe Cordell. Backward layup is good. 12-10, Minneapolis. We're up by 8 or 9 at one point. Into Tyler Cross and back out to Mortimer. He drives, puts up a little bunny. No, passes it to Resnick. Up and in for Resnick. 6 points for Alex. And Alex gets blocked for a call for blocking foul there. Third team foul. First personal. Crum comes in. Atkins sits down. Joe Cordell's tied up. Mortimer steals it. Possession error to Little River. (14-10) Minneapolis. 54 seconds to go in the quarter. Stevenson's on Mortimer. Stevenson across to Cordell. Stevenson inside to Cordell, back to Shaw. Over to Conan, to Stevenson. Across to Kip Cordell. Back to Stevenson up front. He chaunces a three. It's out. Tyler Crossing with the rebound. Out to Ryan Weedle. 15 seconds to go to Mortimer. Over to Crum. He launches a three. It's out. Resnick almost had a foul. Shaw drives, puts it in. 14-12, Minneapolis at the end of one quarter. Back in a second. We need to get out front, put the hammer down on these guys, because if we let them hang around, they're going to be a big problem the whole game. I mean, they've got some skill. We give them the confidence that they can hang with us, we're going to have problems. So far, their leading scorer, Stevenson, has 2 points, I think, and our leading scorer, Ryan Wheeler, has 0, if I'm not mistaken. Kenton Lomberger is in. Stevenson knocks the ball out. Begs for the ball, but he last tipped it. He knows it. Good actor. Ryan Wheeler to Crum, to Resnick. Lomberger up front. Over to Wheeler, he takes a three. It's off. Lomberger with the rebound. Out to Crum. Lomberger on the side. He drives. Layup is out. Joe Cordell with rebound for Little River. Here they come with a chance to tie or go ahead. Stevenson drives. Kicks it over to Shaw. He's tied up. Puts it up. It's out. Ryan Wheeler with the rebound. He's fouled. Drew Crossan comes in for Resnick. And put to Tyler Crossan. Turnover jumper no good. Tyler with the rebound. And Veers, the big boy for Little River, called for his second foul. 15th foul. And to Tyler Crossan. Jumper rolls in. 16-12, Minneapolis. Stevenson, ball's tipped. Wheeler knocks, picks it up. Little funk jumper's there. 18-12. This is where the Lions excel here. Stevenson down to Kip Cordell. Stevenson back up front. Conan back to Stevenson. He drives, kicks it over to Conan on the side. Three-pointer is over. Tyler Crossan with the rebound. Up to Ryan Wheatle. Come the Lions with a 6-point lead. Crum from the side for three. Swish! Second tray for Randon. 21-12. Shaw down to Stevenson. Down court to Cordell. Crum passes, intercepts the basket pass down to Drew Crossan. The layup is blocked by Stevenson, out of bounds. Ryan Mortimer, Atkins, and Resnick come in. Crossan, and Lomberger set in. Crum on the side. He tops another three. That's off. Mortimer. Rebound to Stevenson. Mortimer tips it. It's out of bounds off Mortimer. The trap on Stevenson. Out of bounds off the Lions. Lions up by 9, 21-12. Down court they go to Joe Cordell. Layup. Count it. Foul by Alex Resnick. Second personal on Alex, 14th foul. Joe Cordell shoots one. He makes it. Timeout, Little River Redskins trailing the Lions 21-15. Minneapolis to inbound. Drew Crossan set to come back in the game. Resnick up front for Mortimer. Tipped. Picked up by Stevenson. He drives on Wheatle. Wheatle knocks it away out of bounds. Crossan replaces Atkins. Joe Cordell over to Stevenson. And the Joe Cordell back up to Shaw. Stevenson on the side. Drives on Crossan. Resnick picks him up. Over the side, Joe Cordell gets the rebound. It's picked away by Wheatle. Loose ball. Still loose. Wheatle's got it. Drives on Cordell. It's off. He's fouled. Cordell fouls him. Ryan's a little aggravated. That ball didn't get in. It was an awkward position for him. If it had gone in, it'd been a miracle. 16th foul. First personal on Kip Cordell. Lomberg replaces Mortimer. Weedle's got some blood on him, maybe. Notice some blood on Ryan's leg. They're going to have to take care of that before he can continue. Back when Ryan's ready to resume the free throws. 22-15, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Nick Brown replaces Weedle. He'll shoot a free throw. I don't think I've ever seen a substitution on a free throw before. Nick gets off. Stevenson with the rebound for Little River. Conan. Input to Cordell. Stevenson picks off the pass. Resnick gets his third foul.
Number 5, Alex Resnick, his third, team's fifth.
5 team fouls on the Lions. Kip Cordell. Been guarded by Crum. Over to Stevenson on the side. And to Joe Cordell, he knocks Resnick down, no foul. Shaw takes a three-pointer, it's off. Crum gets the rebound, Shaw fouls him on the rebound attempt. It'll be a 1-and-1 coming up for Brandon Crum. 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Ryan Weedle comes back in with tape on his leg. And Tyler Crossan replaces Resnick. Makes the first of two. 23-15. Back to an 8-point lead for the Lions. I think their biggest lead of the evening. Ties it. And make it 9 now. Shaw back to Stevenson. Stevens then put the Joe Cordell turnaround jumper on Crossan. It's short. Lomberger with the rebound. To Crum. Long three-pointer. It is off. Didn't get the shooter's roll. Stevenson with the rebound for Little River. Guarded by Crum. Picked up by Lomberger. Over to the side to Kip Cordell. Out front to Shaw. He takes a three. It's through. 24-18. Back to 6-point lead for the Lions. Wheeler rescues the tip ball. Drew Crossan. Input to Tyler, and Shaw fouls him, reaching around. 8th team foul. At least his second, maybe third. Third personal. They're going to put their big boy back in. He's carrying 2 fouls. 3:28 to go. Tyler Crossan 1-on-1. Drew gets it, pitches it out to Tyler, across to Crum. He turns down a 3, drives, layup is off. Joe Cordell 3-rebound for Little River. Stevenson with the ball. He's in a trap. Down to Kip Cordell. To Shaw. Cross court, out of bounds. Minneapolis pressure defense is paying its dividends again as usual. And our substitutes. I think it's starting to wear on the Little River Redskins here. Comes Ryan Weedle. He pulls up, shoots a 3. It's Ouch! Tyler Crossan rebound up and in. 26-18. Back to an 8-point lead. Conan drives. Over to Stevenson. Kip Cordell. Tipped by Lomberger. Stevenson picks it up. He drives on Weedle. Layup is good. Weedle down the Lomberger. Gets away from him. Turnover Lions. 26-20 Minneapolis. 2:29 to go in the quarter. Mortimer comes in. Little River with the ball. Little River calls timeout. Back to finish the second quarter here shortly. I think Little River's only used 6 players, maybe 7 this half, and it's wearing on them. You can see they're tired. Compared to Minneapolis, putting fresh faces in every couple minutes. Stevenson down to Veers into Cordell. It's good. 26-22 Minneapolis, 4-point lead. We were up at 9 at one point. Lonberger drives. Layup is over. No good. Out of bounds off Little River. .202 to go. Crum down the Tyler Cross. Turnaround jumper is off. Conan, the rebound for the Redskins. Here they come, trailing by 4. They trail by 2 at the quarter. Came back from an 8-point deficit. Now they're back from a 9. Conan back over to Kip Cordell. 3-pointer. It's off. Hit the top of the rim, or hit the top of the backboard, I mean. Out of bounds to the Lions. 1:43 to go. Come the Lions leading by 4, 28-22. Solon Stevenson. Drives on Mortimer. Backward dribble. Lomberger stopped him. Out to Kip Cordell. He turns down a 3. Conan. He drives. Back to Stevenson. He tries a 3. Swish. They trail by 1, 26-25. Crum drives. 10-footer. It's off. Veers with the rebound for Little River. Here they come with a chance to go ahead. Conan over to Stevenson. 50 seconds to go in the half. Ryan Mortimer is going to be called for a holding foul on Joe Cordell. 6th team foul. First personal. Ryan Wheeler comes in for Tyler Crossan. Atkins comes in for Lomberger. Ball tipped away. Veers gets it. Stevenson drives. Shoots it over to Kip Cordell. Stevenson up front. Cross court to Conan. Stevenson up front. They're going to go for the last shot. 28 seconds. Conan drives on Mortimer. Tips it to Veers. Out of bounds. Tipped by Lyon, they say. 19 seconds to go in the half. Lions leading by 1 after being up by 9. Input to Stevenson. Turnaround jumper is there. 14 seconds to go. Weedle with the ball. Down by 1 come the Lions. 27-26. Weedle drives. Free throw line shot is out. Stevenson with Crossan at it. Tipped away by Stevenson. Last touch by Crossan. 4 seconds to go. Unless a miracle occurs, we're going to go down in the half, down by a point. Tipped out by Crum. Joe Cordell drives. Little River leads Minneapolis 27-26 after 1 half of play. We led by 8 in the first quarter. We led by 9 in the second quarter. We only led them 2 at the quarter, and we're down by 1 at the half. We got to find some balls to start going in the hole. Back with second half action in a little bit in this championship game of the SIT. Okay, here we get ready to set. Possession arrow to Little River. The Redskins leading the Lions for the first time of the night, 27-26. Shot of Stevenson. Kip Cordell. Stevenson rescues a tip ball. Cordell over to Stevenson. He drives on Mortimer. Layup. Mortimer fouls him before the shot. First team. Second personal. Stevenson on the side. Shaw input to Veers. Knocks Crum down, puts it up. They take a 3-point lead. Mortimer drives, kicks it to Crum. He takes the 3 off. Stevenson with the rebound for Little River. It's a one-man wrecking crew. Mortimer tips it away, rescued, maybe. It's a loose ball. Who's got it? Tie up. Should go to the Lions. Ryan Weedle with the ball. 3-pointer for Ryan. It's out. Crum with rebound up and off. Cordell with the rebound for Little River. Over to Stevenson. He drives to the basket. And they call a blocking foul on Weedle, I think. Stevenson the line for 2. Second team. Chance to give him a 4 or 5 point lead here. A 1A squad. 4 points up over the undefeated second ranked Class 3A Minneapolis Lions. Weedle with the rebound. Drives, kicks over to Crossan, it's in. 30-28, Little River. Trap. Weedle picks up the loose ball. 3-on-2. 5-footer for Ryan. It bounces out. Stevenson with the rebound. Our shooting percentage is horrible tonight. Loose ball. Off Stevenson. The trap worked effectively. Mortimer inbounds. Come on, boys. Jay Whiz. Stevenson intercepts the pass. It was sent to nobody. Lays it up. We're asleep. 32-28. Down by 4. Mortimer, 15-footer, is through. We need his confidence going on those shots. 32-30, Little River. Weedle steals. Stevenson gets it back. Mortimer steals from behind. He rescues it over to Crossan. Great play. Back to Mortimer. Oh, Mortimer's foot was on the line, or he came in from out of bounds. I don't know what the call was. Great hustle by Ryan Mortimer. And De Vere's inside, up and in. 34-30, Little River. Lomberger with the ball to Crum. Crum drives, kicks it to Resnick, gets away from him, but he rescues it over to Crum. Brian Weedle. Free throw line shot is short. Resnick. Stevenson, of course, gets the loose ball. Down the court to Shaw, up and in. 36-30, Little River. The Lions need to wake up. And put the cross in. It's in. Fouled by Veers. Count it. He goes for an N1. Mortimer comes in for Lomberger. (36-32), Little River. 33. Stevenson inbounds to Cordell. Back to Stevenson. He drives on Weedle. Cross to Conan. He's trapped, picked up. Resnick called for foul number 4, maybe 5. Knox comes in for him. Fourth personal on Resnick. Stevenson to Conan. Stevenson drives up over Knox. It's off. Wheeler with the rebound. Down the true crossing layup is blocked, fouled by Stevenson. He keeps trying to talk the refs into something else. Drew Crossan to shoot 2. Lions trailing by 3, 4:19 to go in the quarter. And the second one. 36-35, down by 1. We were down by 6 at one point. Knox knocks it away, picks it off to Crossan to Crum. Here we come, 3-on-2 over to Mortimer. Layup is off. Cordell with the rebound. He's trapped. Down to Kip Cordell. Stevenson on the side. Joe Cordell. Conan drives, kicks it back to Kip. Stevenson up front. Kip Cordell for 3. It's short. Drew Cross with the rebound. He's fouled by Joe Cordell. 4th team foul. No, 3rd team foul. Boy, they knocked that up there real quick. Second on Joe Cordell. Their other post player has 3. 3:46 to go. Here come the Lions trailing 36-35. Wheeler drives. Over to Knox. Knocked out of bounds by Stevenson. Oh, you're crazy! That's clearly off Stevenson. Their other referee disagrees. They're going to talk about it. Referee under the basket overrules. Wheeler picks it off. Fouled by Joe Cordell. In the act of shooting. Ryan Wheeler goes to the line for 2. Weedle ties it. The 36, 3:33 to go. Down to Conan. Weedle steals it. Shaw gets it back. Over to Kip Cordell. Out to Stevenson. It's tied at 36. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Well, the River had a 6-point lead at one time. Kip Cordell over to Conan. Back to Cordell. Stevenson on the side. Works Weedle. He drives. And they're going to call a blocking foul. There was clearly an elbow in the gut. Fourth team foul. Second personal. Out to Stevenson. Over to Kip Cordell on the side. Wheeler works Kip Cordell. Out of bounds. Oh, Little River called timeout at the last second. And they have a hurt player. Got his head banged there. One of their starters, Kip Conan, or the Conan kid. 2:42 to go in the third quarter. It's 36 all. It's everything a championship game should be, I guess. It's just not what the Lions want. Little River to inbound on the side. Stevenson over to Kip Cordell. Shaw into Joe Cordell. Kip on the side over Knox. Mortimer with the rebound. Down the Knox. Layup is off. Stevenson with the rebound. Brings it up the court for Knox. Weedle over. And Weedle gets called for blocking foul. Or not Weedle, Mortimer. Third personal, 15 foul. Stevenson drives on Weedle. Down to Kip Cordell. Knocked out by Ryan Mortimer. Little River throws it away. Stevenson is really dragging here for Little River, but I know he pulls it up. I was talking in the second quarter about how they were dragging, but at that point they were down by 8 or 9. Came back to take the lead. Weedle to Crum. Works it inside the Knox. Turnaround jumper short. Crossing with rebound. It's over. He's fouled by Joe Cordell. Drew Crossan goes to the line for 2, where he's been pretty deadly tonight. Chance to take a lead again. Second one short. Knox with the rebound over to Weedle. He pumps the 3. It's there! 40-36. The Lions have a 4-point lead. Stevenson down to Kip Cordell. Back to Stevenson. 1:22 to go in the quarter. The Lions were down by 6, now up by 4. Shaw with the 3-pointer. It's off. Ball hit the top of the backboard, out of bounds to Minneapolis. Knox had the rebound anyway. Wheatle pulls another three. It's off. Stevenson with the rebound for Little River. Down to Shaw. Working on Wheatle. Over to Kip. Wheatle almost steals. Joe Cordell on, guarded by Drew Crossan, and almost gets the ball stolen. Knocks Crossan over, no foul. Mortimer steals the ball out of bounds. The Lions fighting tenaciously now. They were asleep there for a while, I swear. Over to Stevenson, drives on Wheatle, over Knox, his shot's off. Crum picks it up. He's finally come the Lions, 3-on-2 to Wheatle. Layup is there. 42-36 Lions, 8 seconds to go. Mortimer steals it. Shaw. Come the Redskins, 1 second. Fouled by Crum with no time on the clock. Joe Cordell to the line for 2. First personal on Crum, 16 foul. They say no. Apparently they say it was not a shooting foul. 42-36 after 1 quarter play. The Lions came back here. We need to keep it up. We outscored them 16-9 that quarter. They outscored us 27-26 in the second. And we outscored them 14-12 in the first. We are now ahead by 6. Little River will inbound with the possession arrow. Out to Stevenson. Shaw on the side being guarded by Crum. He drives over to Kip Cordell. Back to Joe, his brother. Kip Cordell, free throw line shot is off. Crum with the rebound. Veers over Wheatle, no foul. Down to Mortimer. Layup for Ryan is good. 44-36. Back to an 8-point lead. Third time the Lions have been up by that much tonight. Wheatle knocks it away. Conan replaces Kip Cordell. Stevenson out front for Little River. Crum with the steal. Stevenson wards him off. Over to Conan on the side. Stevenson drives. Up and over Knox. No foul. Called. He gets the rebound up and in. He is one determined young man. 44-38 Lions. Wheatle to Crum. Into Drew Crossan. Knocked away by Stevenson. Mortimer on the side, looks it in the Drew Crossan, turnaround jumper, layup is, hook shot is good. Something on the floor. Cover came off an outlet. It's 46-38, back to an 8-point lead. This Stevenson kid is so tired, you can just see it written all over him, but he keeps finding something somewhere. Wheeler knocks it away. Joe Cordell with the ball. Being guarded by Drew Cross, and he drives. To Conan, guarded by Crum. He drives on Crum. Joe Cordell, free the line shots there. 46-40, Minneapolis. Crum drives back to Knox. Free throw line shots good. 48-40. 6:08 to go in the game. Shaw with the ball. Down to Veers. Conan. Knocked away by Crossan to Stevenson. Inside to Veers. Working on Knox. Back door to Stevenson. Layup's good. Easily the leading scorer in the game. Crum drives. Layup is off. Knox. No foul. Out of bounds on Knox. Atkins and Lomberger come in. Tyler Cross and Resnick come in. Nick Brown comes in. Fresh set of legs. Complete fresh set of legs. 5:42 to go in the game. The Lions by 6. Stevenson drives on Atkins. Loses it out of bounds. $5:32 to go. These guys need to put some points in and get a little defense. Atkins into Resnick. Input to Tyler Cross, and gets away from him. Conan down the Kip. Cordell, Joe Cordell. Over to White. Stevenson up front. Shaw on the side. He drives over to Conan. Joe Cordell, 15-footer. It's off. Nick Brown with the rebound. Down to Lomberger. Over to Atkins. Layup is good. 50-42, Lions. Down to Veers. Shaw drives. Got a blocking foul on Lomberger. 7th team foul. Shaw goes to the line for 2. 4:40 to go. The Lions with an 8-point lead. And this is the first of 2. Here comes Knox, Drew Crossan, Weedle, Crum, and Mortimer. Short. Knox with the rebound. Weedle with the ball, an 8-point lead, 4:30 to go in the game. To Crum. Over to Mortimer on the side. Mortimer drives, 5-footer, it's short. Knox rescues it. Shaw gets it, down to Stevenson for Little River. He drives. Knocked away by Weedle and Knox. Foul on Veers, that's number 4. 6th team foul. $4:06 to go. Into Crum. Knox. Turnaround jumper. It's off. Stevenson with the rebound for Little River. 50-42 Lions still. Conan throwing an elbow. No call. They've been doing it all night. No call. Stevenson. Over to Conan. Joe Cordell, 10-footer from the side. It's in. Mortimer drives. 6-point lead for the Lions. Back to Crum. Knox. Over to Mortimer on the side. Back to Crum. Just inside the arc. It's out. Veers with the rebound for Little River. Here they come. 3:12 to go. Trailing the Lions by 6. Shaw drives. Backs up. Crum guarding him. Stevenson. Conan. Weedle steals it from behind. Out to Mortimer. Here he comes, one-on-one. Layup. He'll go line for 2. Joe Cordell for the foul. 7th team foul. Both squads in the 1-on-1 now. But Mortimer gets 2 shots. Ken Lomberger set to come in the game. First free throw's out. 2:54 to go. Lomberger replaces Crum. Little River takes the timeout. His squad needs it badly. They're sucking wind. 50-44. The Lions lead with a chance to make it 7. 2:54 to go in the contest. Comes Ryan Mortimer back to the line for his second free throw attempt. It's off. Knox with the rebound to Crossan. Layup's good. Max Stevenson with the ball for Little River. To Joe Cordell on the side. He drives on Knox. 10-footer. It's through. One heck of a basketball player. 52-46. Lions still maintaining a 6-point lead. 2:30 to go. Into Crossan. Layup is good. Great assist by Mortimer. Down to Stevenson. Layup is good. 54-48, Minneapolis. Weedle drives. Inside the arc. Swish. 56-48, Minneapolis. Wagner drives. Lomberger locks it away to Weedle. Takes it in. It's good. 58-48, 10-point lead. The biggest lead for the Lions tonight. 1:41 to go. Little River is playing worn out. Look at them. They're just sucking air. I mean, that's what Minneapolis does with our substituting all the time. They've substituted very little. Tried to run with us. They eventually just wore down. They've got some great athletes, especially that Stevenson and Joe Cordell. Fantastic basketball players. There's not enough of them. 58-48 Minneapolis. Cordell or Little River will inbound the ball here. Drew Crossan might be our leading scorer tonight. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how they fall. I think he's been averaging double figures this whole tournament. Joe Cordell drives on Knox. End of theirs. Cross court to Stevenson, long three. It's over, and Mortimer, silly foul. Sends Stevenson the line for three. That's Mortimer's fourth. Misses two. Drew Crossan with the rebound. Out to Crum. Down to Mortimer. 1:14 to go. He's fouled by Stevenson from behind, so he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. The Lions leading by 9. The Lions try to run the clock down now and hit free throws. 1:13 to go. 58-49. First one's in. And second one's out. Knox tips it to Wagner. Down to Shaw. A three-pointer is out. Stevenson with the rebound. He pops it. It's over. Out of bounds, off of, oh, that's a horrible call. It's definitely off of Little River. 59 seconds to go. The Lions lead 59-49. Inside, knocked over away by Drew Crossan. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for two. I would almost count Max Stevenson the most inspirational player of the tournament, but he whines and begs at the referees too much. Boy, he's quite a player, quite a leader, but he whines at the referees. Crossing the line for two. First one's out. Joe Cordell with the rebound. 48 seconds to go. The Lions 59-49. We have still not scored ever more than 60 points on Little River. Joe Cordell for two over Knox. It's off. Veers with the rebound to Shaw. Over to Joe Cordell. Layup is out. Crossing with the rebound to Weedle. 27 seconds to go. Ryan Weedle will go to the line. 21 seconds to go. Chance to give us our all-time scoring record against this team of 61 if he makes them both. Resnick checks in from Knox. Had a lot better game off the bench tonight than he's had the first two games of this tournament. 11-point lead now, 60-49. Make it 12, the most the Lions have ever scored on Little River. 61-49. Shaw puts it over Wheeler for three. It's out. Mortimer with the rebound. 7 seconds to go. Down to Crum. And that's the way the game's going to end. The Lions going to win 61-49 here. The third consecutive Sterling Invitational Classic title. 61-49. Quite a game. The Lions finally scored more than 60 points against Little River and finally beat them by more than 2. Quite a contest. Great comeback after being down by 6 in the third quarter. 19 points for the Lions in the fourth quarter against 13 for Little River. Time for trophy presentations. Class 1A Little River Redskins get second place. It is a great effort. They just plain wore out, didn't have enough bodies. Third year in a row. The only team to do it since Moundridge. Fourth in the last 5. Fourth tournament championship in the last 5 years.
This award is dedicated to memory of Sterling College athletic director Claire Gleason. Claire Gleason coached football, basketball, track, at various times during his 33-year tenure at Sterling College. He was also instrumental in the creation and administration of this tournament. In a time when much has been focused upon tragedies and abuse in athletics, the life of Claire Gleason serves as an example for what an approach to athletics should be. This award recognizes a basketball player who by attitude best exemplifies a particular gift of inspiration. The winner's name will be engraved on a traveling plaque that will be displayed at his school for the following year. The winner of the 2005 Claire Gleason Most Inspirational Player Award, Ryan Weedle of Minneapolis.
Congratulations to Ryan Weedle for the Most Inspirational Player Award. The only other MHS player to get that is Ben Zucker. I'm going to go see if I can get some points and be back later. Okay, as you look over a victorious Minneapolis crowd here after a thrilling championship game, review the scoring. Again by quarters. Kind of an up and down game. After one quarter, the Lions was up 14-12. At half, we were down 27-6. Sounds being scored by 3 points. We were up 42-36 after 3 quarters, outscoring them 16-9. And in the fourth quarter, we continued the pace, outscoring them 19-13 for an eventual 61-49 win. The leading scorers for Little River Redskins, 19 for Max Stevenson, number 3, 16 for Joe Cordell, their good sophomore, 6-foot post player, and 9 for Jake Shaw, number 23, another sophomore. Scoring for the Minneapolis Lions tonight. Ryan Mortimer with 5, Alex Resnick with 6, Ryan Weedle with 15, Trevor Adkins with 2, Tyler Crossan with 2, Brandon Crum with 9, Drew Crossan, I think probably a season and career high, 18. Cameron Knox with 4. Congratulations to the Lions. They move on to 12-0. Again, their 3rd consecutive championship in this tournament. 4th in the last 5 years. And they continue their number 2 ranking in the state of Kansas, Class 3A. They host the Ellsworth Trojans, or Ellsworth Bearcats, next Tuesday as they resume NCAA play. 8 games to go in the regular season before we get to postseason, folks. Come out and support the Lions. Dale Leach signed off for the MHS linebackers here on Channel 37 Gallagher Cable Vision.